Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you for dropping by. I really do appreciate the support. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And if you like what you see, leave a like, drop a comment. Those really do help with the algorithm of YouTube, making sure that more people can see the video. Now, if you need to find me outside of YouTube, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789, and of course, sneakerhistory.com and the Sneaker History Podcast. All right, guys, so today we're looking at something that is no form of really hype behind it, but it might be one of the best shoes I have put on in a long time, more so when it comes to functionality, but even look as well. The shoe is not new in the sense of it didn't just come out last week or last month. I think I actually got these in November of last year, so November 2020. But I really wanted to give you guys a real, I guess, wear test, real life test in them, because I wanted to see how good they were before I really made a full video, full recommendation for you guys. And I have to say that I was not disappointed whatsoever. Now, without further ado, the shoe we're looking at is going to be the Reebok JJ IV. Now, this is the fourth, clearly from the four, entry into JJ Watt's signature trainer series from Reebok. Reebok was kind enough to send me a pair of these, again, back in November, I want to say, yeah, either October or November of last year. And I have to say that this is the best training shoe I've ever put on my foot. And you can clearly see, I mean, look at it. It is all used, all kind of dirty and stuff, like kind of your new pair looks like. But again, I wanted to give you guys a real life test. You'll see as we go through the video today, there are some clips of me actually working out in these. I wanted to give you some video of that to show you exactly, I've actually used them. Not only did I just wear them out and about, but I've actually used them for their purpose, and they are probably, again, the best training shoe I've put on my foot. Now, the shoe is gonna be made of a flex weave upper. It is just like a woven knit material, but it's also like it's coated, or like the knitting or the yarn or whatever you want to call it has like a plastic coating to it, where it's very structured, very durable. I don't have a single rip or tear on this shoe. And again, I try to work out about 4 times a week, and these have stood the test of time, because typically I feel like shoes will get really beat up after using them that much, especially when it comes for a single purpose, whether it be running or training in them. Now, the shoe is very lightweight, so we have that flex weave on the upper. Now, the toe box is kind of cool. I don't know if it's just this colorway or if it's all of them, but with this particular colorway, is paying homage to the answer in the red toe color, since that was JJ Watt's one of his favorite athletes. But it's split, so on the left side of the toe box, on the right shoe, it is very smooth coat to it, but on the right side of the toe box, it's very unfinished, kind of, you can see like the threading in them, and there's more of a rougher feel. So I've seen pictures of other ones. I didn't notice this piece, but I haven't held any other colorways in hand. Now, you're gonna have a mesh tongue, but it's really hard for me to call it a tongue because it is a one-piece construction, but it is open mesh here. You're gonna have your Reebok logo up top. Very soft, very comfortable. It just sits on top of your foot. There's nothing that bothers you when you're trying to make movements in the gym. It's very nice, and you don't even feel it there. Now, on the eyelets, you're gonna have a couple just like loop eyelets in here. It's typically short strings. They want to make sure there's not a lot of stuff going on while you're trying to work out. But at the top, you're gonna see like these kind of wings. They're like a fused material. They're sewn on, or stitched on, I should say, and they act as more like another piece of containment for you. So you see the lateral side says 4 on it, but when you tie it, it does, I don't know if you guys notice that, it pulls them in a little closer, which gives you a little bit more stability on the top of your foot. Now, I don't know to what extent how much more stability it does include, but it does have it. But overall, the shoe is stable. I haven't had any issues of any slippage, anything of that nature in my lateral movement. So whether or not this does help at all, the shoe itself, the construction, it does keep your foot really contained. Now, as we get to the heel, you're gonna have some more of that mesh that we noticed on the tongue on the heel piece, along with a plastic cup here that's rigid, that has ridges on it with the Reebok Vector logo underneath. Again, it's not super hard, but it is functional. It is going to keep your heel locked in. I have 0 heel slippage when I put these on. It is a very, very nice fit. And speaking of fit, I am a true size 10. When I put them on initially, I thought maybe they might have been too long. No, not at all, because typically what happens is, I feel like with training shoes, they want to provide you a wider base for maybe different lifts or different movements. That feels like you have more room. So I thought maybe I should have sized down to a 9.5. But when wearing them, after lacing them up, 10 is the way to go. My foot fits in here perfectly. Again, not a single amount of slippage going on in the shoe. It is, again, I keep saying it over and over, it is probably the best shoe I've ever done training in. And I will train different things, not just lifting weights, but I'll do high intensity workouts as well. So like you get in a lot of motion, a lot of movement. These work for both. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that when we get to the sole. Now, as we get to the midsole, you're gonna have just an EVA foam midsole. Nothing special, but it's no frills. It is still very comfortable. I don't need to have all that super squishy stuff. I like the fact that it is firm, but still comfortable at the same time. You're gonna have, when you get down to the outsole, that translucent blue. Again, paying homage to that answer. I'm sorry, paying homage to the question. I think I might have said answer earlier, but it's the question that is paying homage to. You have the JJ logo right here on the lateral side. But you'll see here, and excuse the dirt, but right in the heel, they were able to sneak in, or I mean, they did it on purpose, but they put in their foam technology called Float Ride, which is extremely comfortable. This little heel puck they put in is just very, very responsive. It's not too squishy. It gets the job done. I have had 0 foot pain in the shoe at all. Just from years of like playing basketball and tennis, I tend to get plantar fasciitis in my foot, and if I do too many movements on a hard platform, which typically you're working out on hard surfaces, I've not had a single instance of the bottom of my foot hurting whatsoever. I can keep working out as long as I need to in these. Now, the traction, it uses a couple different combinations here. On the forefoot, you're gonna have radial traction. You're going to have this kind of nub traction on the lateral side of the heel, but you're gonna have some linear traction on the inside of the heel, or the medial side. So they utilize a couple different patterns there, and each one works. From my guess here is that it just wants to mimic the different motions that you're gonna typically go through a workout. Now, the shoe itself, I already mentioned how comfortable it is, but it's light, very lightweight. It is very flexible in a sense of, it's not like it's nothing on your foot, but it's not overbearing. So the flex you're gonna get, it moves with my foot. You can see some of the video I put up here. You see that when I jump, or if I'm doing lunges, it moves easily with my foot. I had 0 break-in time with this shoe, and I don't know, I just really want to make this video because I know that things are starting to open up again, maybe gyms, people trying to get back in the gym after being kind of out of it for so long, and I really want to make this recommendation. If I'm not mistaken, I think the shoe is $100 or $109 on the Reebok website. They did sell out a little bit because there was a sale not too long ago. I think a 30% off sale a couple weeks back, but it looks like they have restocked a couple colorways. And I will say, get them if you want a no frills, just a solid overall good training shoe. This is, again, I put in a lot of work in this. I mean, you can see both pairs. There are both shoes. I put a lot of work into them, and I keep using them. Even if I'm just going out running a quick errand, I'll put these on as well because they're so easy to wear and just so comfortable. So, I mean, it's almost Father's Day. If you have your dad in your life or someone in your life who hey, they want to get back into working out, so it's a solid gift. Very decently priced for, especially with shoes nowadays who are typically 160 plus. I think this is a good sneaker to give to dad for Father's Day, or again, if you get it for yourself, whatever. If you want to train this shoe, this is the one to go with, and I really am a big fan. I can't say anything negative. I'm trying to think of anything I would improve, because typically I have something I would improve on a shoe, but honestly I don't. This is the best training shoe I've ever put on. I've said that countless times in this video. I have to give it a 10 out of 10, and I don't grade things typically, but this one I give it a 10 out of 10 for everything about this sneaker. I hope they come out with more colorways. That's one thing I will say. They haven't had a ton of colorways. I hope they come out with more. I would love to see some more question-inspired colorways as well, since that's one of my favorite shoes as well. But yeah, this is a good shoe. So let me know down below in the comments. I know this is a pretty quick one, but again, I want to get this out to you because I just really feel like I wanted to show you guys how well this shoe performed, and I think people should try it out if they haven't heard of it. But let me know down below in the comments if you use this pair. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you thinking about trying out the pair after watching the video? Let me know down below. And until next time, guys, see ya.